Okay, hello everyone. This is Manor Kushlani on Stage Buzz, and I'm interviewing Astrovish, that is Vishwanath Hiremath. As you know, Vishwanath, this is the second video interview we are having, a second discussion we are having on astrology.
Yes.
And Vishwanath Hiremath has come up with some new findings about why the second wave of COVID 19 has descended upon this planet. Am I right, Vishwanath Hiremath?
Yes, very true.
So, Vishwanath Hiremath, can you explain to me what was it that happened what was the astrological combination of planets
The first COVID.
when the first COVID wave came? And what is the difference or the similarity between the first and the second? First, let's talk about what was the astrological combination at that time.
That time, again, it was a Kalsarp dosh.
Okay.
And it was Kalsarp dosh.
Can you pronounce it again? Kalsarp dosh.
Yeah. Because what happens is Kalsarp dosh, one side of the axis in a horoscope, all the planets are there. Either Rahu or Ketu left alone, then it forms a Kalsarp dosh. So the first COVID was Rahu.
The first Rahu was on one side.
Rahu was on one side, and rest all the planets were on the other side.
On the other side of the axis. Of the vertical axis.
Vertical.
Okay. So, and now what is happening?
Now Ketu is on one side of the axis, and rest all of the planets are
and all the other planets are on the other side.
Other side.
That is dramatically very interesting.
Well, this is for the east. This is for India, and this side, not for the west.
You mean the west is not going through a second?
I think they are going through, but I think it's nearly completing because they went through since December. The new strain was in December. UK was locked down on 21st or 20th of December.
Okay.
So they are already going through that.
I see. For them, so was it that the Ketu was there on the one side of the axis for them at that time when the second wave came there for the Western countries?
Yes, that's the reason.
The Asian countries, the Ketu is on one side of the axis.
One side of the axis.
For India
and Australia and all these eastern countries.
Okay.
Southeast Asia.
And now tell me one thing. What about the Mars and Rahu? Where are they?
See, Mars and Rahu are in Taurus.
Okay.
Taurus is the sign of planet Venus. He's friendly to Rahu. And Mars and Rahu are enemies.
They are enemies to each other?
Yeah, they are all enemies to each other. Three of them.
Okay.
Mars, Rahu and Venus. So it's the sign of Venus. Rahu is okay there sitting. But Rahu along with Mars, again, he's creating a problem.
I see.
Because Mars is also no less. Mars is also too stubborn. It's a fiery planet, it's a soldier, according to Vedic astrology.
So Mars is the Martian planet, right?
Yes, Martian planet, which is the soldier. You know, all army people, army general people, they'll have a strong Mars. That's why they are in that position.
Okay.
So Mars and Rahu both are stubborn at the moment.
What was the planet of love, Venus? Where is it?
Venus is in again enemy sign. It's in the sign of Aries, Mars.
Also, there's no love lost between COVID-19 and the world.
Yes. And to add to that, Mercury is debilitated in Pisces.
Mercury means money.
Mercury is also money, along with
which means that business is also affected.
Mercury is communication and online.
Hmm?
Mercury is communication and online.
Okay. Okay, and then is there any other? Mercury is in, where is Mercury? It is in Pisces.
It's in Pisces, debilitated. Okay. And there is no cancellation of debilitation. What happens is, like, if if say if Jupiter was sitting there along with Mercury, then the debilitation of Mercury would have been cancelled.
I see, but that has not happened.
That is not happening because Sun is sitting there. Sun is friendly to Jupiter, but again, Sun is malefic.
So Jupiter went to Aquarius on 6th of April, am I right?
Yes, little relief.
I
after
didn't
that.
know, you told me, that's why I
Yeah,
know.
6th of April, Jupiter transited to Aquarius.
Okay.
So little relief in financial matters, but not really because still Jupiter is an enemy sign, and it's in the nakshatra of Mars, Dhanishta nakshatra, a constellation out of 27 constellations.
Okay.
23rd constellation is Dhanishta. Dhanishta, Dhani means money, money person. But Jupiter would have given good results, but it will little bit comparing to Capricorn sign.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's very interesting. So now what you are saying is that all these planets are on one side and Ketu is on the other side.
On the other
And
side.
there seems to be a tug of war between
Tug
them,
of war.
right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm a theater person. I'm not an astrologer. So I'm speaking in theatrical terms. I find this very interesting. The whole drama of the planets, I enjoy it. And that's why I discuss it with you. And one is also, I'm quite like many people, we find that the whole universe is doing a dance to the planets. And the
Yes.
cosmic consciousness and everything, the entire cosmos is in a strange kind of balance due to
Yes.
gravity, due to attraction and repulsion, due to centrifugal and centripetal forces. I'm speaking also as an engineer and a scientist,
Yes.
an astrophysical scientist. So all this is there, and all that is creating some kind of an impact on the human beings
Yes.
and on this.
So
Now, according to
especially
astrology, what I want to understand,
yes.
Astrovish or Vishwanath Hiramath,
Yes.
tell me one thing. Is there going to be an end to this, or are we going to, for the rest of our life, are we going to have one mutant virus after another?
I think see Saturn has Capricorn is the sign of karmas,
Okay.
and Saturn is in Capricorn. So Saturn 2022 April, Saturn will exit Capricorn and he'll come to Aquarius. Until then, it's the karmas of our every human being. So he is retaliating to the karma.
So this is really
Whether it's
alarming.
nature, like we are destroying the nature, everything comes into that.
But this is very alarming. That means up to April 2022, we are going to be under the COVID invasion.
Until then, little bit whatever is left, after the new strain and whatever will be left, it will continue until April 20. 22. Then after that, once he transits to Aquarius, then total relief is there.
So after April 22, there will be no COVID.
There won't be any.
Oh, at least that's a relief. But you were also telling me in a private conversation before we started this video.
Yes.
In middle of June, there will be some relief.
Middle of June. This middle of June?
Was it this or was it 2022?
Last year.
No, this year you said in June there'll be some relief or something like that.
Yeah, this June, because what will happen is the planets have to align. So give couple of months so that, planets like Venus, Mars, Sun, Mercury, all these planets will transit every month, like 30, 35 days, some 40 days, considering the retrograde period and all. So once it takes couple of months, once they align, then there won't be any Kalsa push. So relief will start.
So you're saying that from June onwards, relief will start, and by April 22, the relief will be total and complete.
Totally.
And we'll be free of.
Will be free of COVID. Yes.
So, and do you have any astrological predictions about the vaccines?
Vaccine has already come in the market, but it was predicted last year, like you know, by December, January, it was going to become 2021 January, which has come. They've already started.
So, while people are saying that some vaccines may not be, what should I say, may not be able to stop certain kind of mutant viruses, the mutations that are taking place. There is I've read some scientific papers and all that. And there is a hospital, I'm just saying this is not exactly astrological, but it's a kind of an advice that one could give to people from what one has read. And in my journal, oneworld.org, I published an article on it. Mangeshkar Hospital, Dinanath Mangeshkar Hospital in Pune,
Pune, okay.
is a totally COVID hospital. And the doctor of that hospital, the HOD, he asked all the doctors, because there are about 4,500 employees in that hospital, and they are all battling COVID patients. They're helping the patients to recover from COVID. He said, I want volunteers who are willing to do Jal Neti.
Jalnit.
That is, take water from one nostril and take it out from the other nostril.
Yes.
And
No, which you had
because,
already, which we had also discussed. You had advised us also.
yeah,
Which
we've
we did.
discussed this earlier. So, because the virus enters through the nostrils,
Yes.
I'm told, and
Yeah.
it collects for some time in that nasal passage, and then it enters the body.
Then
So
it-
before it enters the body, if you wash it out, and this has also been verified by scientists
Very true.
in the West also. They call it nasal irrigation in the West. So there it doesn't matter. Jal Neti, water will not differentiate between one mutant virus and another. It will take away all the viruses
Very
from your system. So I mean, since it is common sense, and this experiment has worked, because the people who took, about 750 people offered to do that every day in the hospital before starting work, and they did not get a COVID attack till about 4 months when I had last checked. Nobody amongst them had got become a victim of COVID-19. Although the people who didn't volunteer, some of them had become victims.
Yes.
So that's what we can do until we are all able to get vaccinated and all that. And then, of course, astrologically also, Wish has given us, Astro Wish has given us a very good hope for the future. And Wish, you want to say anything in the parting before we conclude this meeting?
As we spoke, though, sir, 2000 by 2022, it will totally disappear, and I think we all should have a good life further.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Wish
And thank you
wish
to
every
our
each and
loyal
everyone a happy
listeners
life.
for a happy life, and link you Wish you can give us a parting. This is goodbye from Manor Kushrani, and Wish
Thank you, sir.
will also give you a parting goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye. Namaskar.